ridiculous. No one said to Dorit, we're allowing you 3 episodes. And by the 3rd episode, when she causes a huge fight with Kyle, they're not going to say, you're on your 3rd episode. Kyle, let's stop filming. Go home. That is literally ridiculous. Never in the history of Housewives has someone been told, we want to use you for 2.5 episodes. So the fact that they would turn to her and say, do this or you're only getting 3 episodes is ridiculous. Do this or you're going to be downgraded as a friend. Okay, well, maybe, yeah. I mean, you have to show your life. But I mean, we had Sutton season 1 without the kids. She was a friend of, and then she upgraded even without showing the kids. So all these rules are meant to be broken. I mean, we have Mary Cosby who didn't show up at the reunion, and then we brought her back. Aren't you supposed to be fired from being at the reunion? So there's no rules. It's a bendable thing. Now Dorit, there's a new thing which is leaked just now today that sources are saying that Dorit's marriage is in a positive place with PK, and that a source close to Daily Mail is the one putting out that she's being downgraded. Radar Online is saying that they are good and happy. Now, just from my point of view, let's take all the facts away. Somebody who works with the media, our podcast is in these publications all the time. We have been in the Daily Mail numerous times. We have been in Radar numerous times. I can tell you in no uncertain terms that I would trust something in Radar more than I would trust something in the Daily Mail. I'm not saying Dorit's marriage is fine. I'm not saying Dorit is coming back full time. I'm just saying, as a source, knowing how it works behind the scenes, to me, Radar is much more reliable than the Daily Mail. That's my opinion, based on a lot of things I have been told, seen, and heard. In the 5 long fucking years I've been doing this, you know, most podcasts don't make it past like the 25th episode. 5 years, it's over, everybody. It's over. All the people that tried to, come at me, it's over. We're a success. We're not going anywhere. Stop wasting your time. 5 years. That's a legacy podcast. We did it. We're number 44 on the charts today. Thank you, everybody. So they're saying to Radar, and again, for Radar to print this, I think their sources are more reliable, that the marriage is in a good and happy place despite the false report that he moved out to the Beverly Hills Hotel. Radar Online claims that Dorit and PK still live under the same roof with their 2 kids. And this insider is saying there's no truth to the accusations he left the family mansion, and no truth that she faces demotion. He absolutely has not moved out. He travels to London for business, that they're good and happy. He spends time away, and it's totally false that Dorit refuses to come clean on national TV about the struggles her marriage is facing, and that the Daily Mail's reports are totally fake. For Radar to print that and say a source, it really, to me, based on my experience, it's not a source. It's a source says that, and then they confirm it with 2 to 3 other reliable sources. So you can't just call up right now and say this. They literally have to say, who are you? Okay, so you say you're the nanny. Okay, well, what's your first name? What's your last name? What's your email? Well, okay, well, we just did our own research. You're not the nanny. So who the hell are you? You can't just call. So for them to say a source, to me, means the source is reliable, and they've now checked it with 3 other sources. So I don't know how I feel about this one. So we have Daily Mail saying she's going to be downgraded. I'm telling you, they would never say you're going to only be in 3 episodes. But Radar is saying that Dorit is fine, and there's no truth to this. Even if there is no truth to this, Dorit is in that position. Look, we know Erica's coming back. None of this is confirmed either. Just like NECA not being let go from Potomac. As of now, we don't know. I think they're having a minute figuring it out. I mean, Beverly Hills was supposed to start in April. Well, it is the end of April. Today is the last day. Jennifer Lewis. Oh my God, what an icon. Jennifer Lewis from Blackish, The Fresh Prince. I mean, she got her start in New York in the 70s with Bette Midler. This is an icon. It's a really funny chat, too. She's so funny. She fell in the Serengeti. You got to listen to this episode of mine today, earlier, Jennifer Lewis. She fell. She checked into her hotel on African safari. She was not given a tour. I mean, girl, when she says she wasn't given a tour, all I think is, I'm sorry, I'm a lawyer. I think lawsuit. And she went out. She heard the animals at night. Can you imagine this? She went out on her balcony and she heard that she went further and further and further and further. And then she fell. Can you imagine walking on your balcony and you just take another step and you fall? There was no railing on the balcony and it was night. She checked in the dark. Now I know what you're saying, like who would do that? But think about it. If you're out on a balcony, you assume that there's an encasement. She fell. I mean, this is real life. But then she gets funny. She said she told the hippo to go away, fat ass, take your Ozempic. It's a really funny story. Go and listen to that chat. But so we just don't know. So that's my point. I don't know. I'm really torn on Dorit. We don't know yet. The fact that we said it was going to start in April and it hasn't, I think they can't figure it out. It's not an Atlanta state. We're going to figure it out very quickly. I think Potomac, if it started filming right away, has more problems. But look, let's face it, Garcelle, Sutton, Kyle, and Erica are all coming back. Let's just be honest. I think something tells me Dorit lives to see another day. Something tells me it, but I don't know. I'm really torn on this one. Conflicting reports. What do you guys all think? My point is neither of these reports, as of today, Tuesday, are true just yet unless something happens in the next 4 hours before you hear this. Let's move on. I don't know if we're going to get to Rachel Leviss's new man. I truly don't know. I want to talk about, this is a quick hit, okay? I want to talk about Rachel Leviss, the lawsuit. So we know that she has, I'm paraphrasing so many things. And then I want to talk about her PR statement. Her PR people made a statement, which I thought was very smart. But you know, she is sued. Basically, I am summarizing. She's suing Ariana for dissemination of the revenge porn. She is suing Tom for invasion of privacy. They're two different things here. They are two different things. So so Ariana has now filed a response saying that she wants the case dismissed and that it's an abuse of the legal process. I don't look. I mean, so Ariana is basically saying that, well, I'll read you a little bit about what she says. She's basically saying that, let's just recap the things here. She's saying she's the defendant in the action. She makes this declaration. She's basically asking for the case to be dismissed. She was in a committed relationship with Tom Sandoval. I mean, this is all in her response to a declaration of Ariana Madix. Let me just explain to you something. Can we just take a step back? There are lawyers out there listening. You guys might know this too. You've sued people. You've been sued. To get a lawsuit dismissed is really, I mean, you have to really show there are no facts. So just let me make it very clear that I personally think that Ariana getting this case dismissed is very unlikely. Settled out of court, possible, sure. But we don't settle a lawsuit